Greetings, everybody. It is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we've got the first of a 3-game series. It's a big one as far as I'm concerned. The Atlanta Braves at the Chicago Cubs. And we're all set up. We'll be starting. The first pitch should be in just a few minutes. I will be back. I've just made my coffee. Just a few things I need to do. And Kathy Harden has arrived first thing in the morning. How are you, Kathy? I'm waking up a little later these days. We're going to be starting in about 3 to 5 minutes. Still haven't had that first sip of coffee yet. And boy, am I looking forward to that. And this is a big series. What's going on here? There it is. There we go. That's weird. We are at Wrigley Field, folks. Cubs come home for a homestand now. Good morning to Kathy Harden. I'm not going to have a tweet on this one. Just sort of a predilection that I have. I'll tweet the outcome. Oh, Lord, let me get some coffee here. Then in about 3 minutes, we'll get back to our game. We'll do our lineups and the first pitch for this very big series. Atlanta has lost 4 in a row, and the Cubs have lost 4 in a row. Well, that streak's going to be broken for somebody. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. I'm for the Cubs, and not that I think they really have a great shot at winning, but if they win, the Giants are tied with Atlanta for first place. Of course, it's early and things can change many, many, many times. Many frickin' times. I don't know who you're for, Kathy, but whoever it is, that's fine with me. Jeffrey Guterman. Glorious morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic baseball. It's the Atlanta Braves at the Chicago Cubs. Braves come into this with a 1/2 game lead over the San Francisco Giants, and the Braves have lost 4 in a row. The Cubs are in second place, 8 behind the amazing Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs have lost 4 in a row. That has not helped. The Pirates have lost 2 in a row. So we would see they're lucky they're just 8 games behind. For the Atlanta Braves, leading off is Felipe Alou in center field. And Kathy Harden for the Cubs. Okay. Batting second, Felix Millan at second. Henry Aaron in right. Oh, that's good coffee. Rico Carty in left. Orlando at first base. Cletus Boyer at third. Bob Didier catching. Gil Garrido, the shortstop, and the pitcher going for win number 17. That's Phil Niekro, a right-hander, for the Chicago Cubs. Leading off, Don Kessinger at short, Glenn Beckert at second, Billy Williams in left field, the captain Ron Santo at third, Mr. Cub Ernie Banks at first, Jim Hickman in right, I think it's Jim Heath, Bill Heath, in for the injured Randy Hundley. We expect Hundley to be back in a couple days. He's catching. Don Young in center, and Ken Holtzman going for win number 16. The pitcher, he's a southpaw. And the Cubs take the field. And it's a beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. We're doing 2 replays, 1911 and 1969. Okay, here's Felipe Alou stepping up to the plate to lead it off here. Big game, big series. Okay, Holtzman is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Alou. That's going to be 4-7 left-handed. Right-handed, I'm sorry, and he walked him. So Felipe is on to start it off. And here's Felix Millan. Millan is an A bunter. I think we'll have him lay it down. And the infield is in. That'll make him a B. Here's the pitch to Mian. He lays it down 9B. And it's good. It's hit to Santo, and his only play is to first. And Felipe goes to second, so it's 1 out and Felipe in scoring position. That'll bring up Henry Aaron. Okay, Holtzman now from the stretch. The pitch to Aaron. That's going to be 6-11 right-handed. Flies it to right field. And getting under that, Hickman a 3-5. That's 12. That'll be a reroll on a 5, a Hickman 5. E5-7. And he makes the catch. And Felipe holds. So that's 2 away. And here's Rico Cardi. Clutch situation for Rico. With Felipe on second and 2 down. Holtzman. And the pitch to Cardi. That's 1-9 left-handed. Whoa! Grounds it to third. Santo has it. And throws Cardi out. The side is retired. No runs for Atlanta. No hits. A walk to Felipe. Left on base. After a half, it's Atlanta nothing. And Chicago coming about. Here's Phil Niekro. He's won 16 on the season. And leading it off, Don Kessinger. He's a switch hitter, Don. Okay, Niekro. Oh, yeah. Please excuse me. Niekro is ready. We're a low-budget show, folks. Here's the pitch to Kessinger. That's going to be 3-2. Right-handed, lines to first. Caught by Orlando, and that's 1 away. A sharp line drive to Orlando to get it started. It's 1 away. Here's Beckert now. Beckert, the second baseman, bats right-handed. Okay, Niekro. Into his windup, and the pitch to Beckert. That's going to be 1-4 right-handed. He pops it up to shortstop. And Garrido makes the catch. That's 2 down here in the Cubs' half of the first. We're at beautiful Wrigley Field, the cozy confines. 1 of 2 last remaining parks from the golden era. The other being Fenway. Okay, Niekro is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Billy Williams. That's 6-11 left-handed. Grounds it to short for Garrido. Whips it over to Orlando. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Niekro. And we've played the first inning here at Wrigley Field. It's scoreless. In a very important game and a very important series for both clubs. I guess we could say every game and every series is important, except for teams who are not contending, I guess. Oh. Well, out comes Ken Holtzman. To pitch the top of the second inning. And leading it off will be Orlando. Okay, Holtzman, the southpaw, on the mound, starting at the top of the second here. Here's Kenny Holtzman and the pitch to Orlando. That's 6-10 right-handed. It's grounded to third, and Santo has it, throws it over to Ernie for 1 out. Now Cletus Boyer. Here's Holtzman into his windup. And the pitch to Boyer. That's 1-8 left-handed. And he flies it to center. And Young is under it for the second out. And now Bob Didier is the batter. Okay, Holtzman, the windup and the pitch to Didier. That's 4-9. Switch hitter batting right. And there's a base hit to right field. First hit of the ball game goes to Bob Didier. A 2-out single to right thrown in by Hickman. And here comes Gil Garrido, the shortstop. Okay, Holtzman now from the stretch. And the pitch to Garrido. That's 6-10, right-handed. Grounds it to third, Santo again. Over to Banks, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. I got a spooky feeling about this one. Here's Niekro. I say that sometimes. Leading it off, Captain Ron Santo. Niekro retired the side in order in the first. Okay, here's the pitch to Santos. That's 1-7 right-handed, and he grounds it to short. Garrido to Orlando, and that's one away. That's 4 in a row for Phil. And here comes Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. We'll have a little more coffee after this half inning. Okay, Niekro now. The pitch to Banks. That's going to be 6-4 right-handed. He struck him out. Banks goes down swinging. First strikeout for Niekro. 2 down in the bottom of the second. Here's Jim Hickman. Okay, Niekro, he gets the sign from Didier. He's ready. He's into his windup. And here's the pitch to Hickman. That's 6-3 right-handed, and that's a base hit up the middle. A 2-out single, and that's the first hit for the Cubs today. Hickman is on with 2 down. And here's Bill Heath, who's catching for the injured Randy Hundley. We expect Randy back in a couple of games, couple of days. I don't know if he'll make this series. Okay, here's Niekro now. The pitch to Heath. 2-9 right-handed, and he grounds it back to Niekro. Throws to Orlando. And the side is out. No runs. The single by Hickman left on base. We've gone 2 now. And it's a scoreless ball game. Well, it's coffee time again. It's one constant flow of coffee. Keep it coming. Terribly disturbed about some personal issues, but I'm keeping it to myself, and there's nothing I can do about any of it right now. So just settle down and wait. We have things coming. On Friday, I can take an action that might help for one of the issues. Here's Phil Niekro to lead it off. Braves batting top of the third. It's a scoreless ball game. Both teams have lost 4 in a row. That should end today for one of them. Okay, here's Holtzman now. The windup and the pitch to Niekro. That's 4-7. He is a right-hander. And he walked him. Was left on. Okay, here's Holtzman now. And the pitch to Mian. That's 2-6. Left-handed. Fly ball center field. And Young is under it. And that's 2 away. And now Hank Aaron, the future Hall of Famer, I think it's fair to say. He comes up 2 outs with the Niekro on first. Oh, Christ. What the hell is... Okay. God. Okay, here's Holtzman then. And the pitch to Aaron. That's 1-9, left-handed. Walked him. Holtzman loses Aaron on a base on balls. It's first and second, 2 outs for Rico Carty. Clutch situation here for Rico. And here's the pitch to Carty. That's 3-9 left-handed. He walked him. That's the third walk this inning. Holtzman has loaded the bases with Braves. And Orlando Cepeda comes to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. Oh yeah. Big at bat here. Here's Holtzman now. Full windup. And the pitch to Orlando. That's 3-7 left-handed, and that is going to be, a liner to second caught by Beckert to end the inning. Oh, boy. That would have scored a run for sure. The side is retired. No runs, no hits. 3 walks, all left on. Let's look at that again. 3-7 left-handed, single 1-10. It was a 19. Beckert had it all the way. So in the middle of the third, it's still a scoreless ball game. Holtzman got into huge trouble, but got out of it. We're heading to the bottom of the third. Okay, here's Don Young to lead it off for the Cubs in the bottom of the third. It's a scoreless ball game. Niekro on the mound. Okay, here's Niekro. The pitch to Young. Kathy Harden for the Cubs. 4-6, and that's going to be a grounder to third. Boyer has it, throws to Orlando for the first out of the Cubs' bottom of the third. Here's Ken Holtzman. He's a 2 NR. First plate appearance in the ball game for Ken. Niekro, the wind-up and the pitch to Holtzman. 1-6, he struck him out, and that's the second for Niekro. 2 down. And top of the order, Don Kessinger. 2 fine pitchers. Should say 2 great pitchers. Even though Holtzman didn't have his best season ever. Had 39 starts. Wow. Okay, Kessinger batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Bottom of the third, no score. Here's the pitch to Kessinger. And that's a 2-8 right-handed, and that's hit well by Kessinger way back, and it's gone! Kessinger with a home run off his own frickin' card. Lord, he only had 4. Oh, Don Kessinger with a 2-out home run, a very pleasant surprise for the Cubs and the Cub fans. And that'll put the Cubs ahead 1-0. Boy, did that go. Let's look at that again. 2-8 right off his own frickin' card. Home run 1-6. You know, he's a W, so if he's gonna hit a homer, it's gotta be off his own card. It was a 5. And Kessinger sends it out. And for Kessinger, that's number 2. Number 2 on the season. And it was a big one. So the Cubs get off to a 1-0 lead on the surprising home run by Don Kessinger. And here's Glenn Beckert with 2 outs, nobody on. Sometimes you don't know where that nut was going to go. That one went right on the fat part of Kessinger's bat and over the fence. Ah, indeed, Kathy Orton, indeed. Here's Glenn Beckert now, 2 outs. It's 1-0 Cubs. Here's Niekro now. And the pitch 4-2 right-handed, and that is a liner to short caught by Garrido. And the side is retired. But 1 run on 1 hit, and it was a big one, a home run by Kessinger, his 2nd of the season. After 3, it's 1-0 Cubs. And here's Ken Holtzman. Now, he walked 3 in the 3rd, loaded the bases, and got out of it. Left all 3 on. Here's Cletus. 2-leader off top of the 4th. Cletus flew to center in the 2nd. Okay, Holtzman is ready. Here's the pitch to Boyer. That's going to be 3-4 left-handed, and he grounds it to short. Kessinger has it. Throws to Banks, and Boyer is retired. 1 out. Now Bob Didier. He singled. He's got the only hit for the Braves today. Single left on in the 2nd. Okay, Holtzman now. The windup and the pitch to Didier. That's going to be 1-6 left-handed. He walked him. So Kenny having a little trouble finding the strike zone today. That is his 5th walk. He walked 3 last inning, 1 in the 1st. Didier on first, 1 out. Here's Gil Garrido. Holtzman working from the stretch now. Holtzman. Here's the pitch to Garrido. That's going to be a 1-4 left-handed. And that's a base hit to right. Didier goes to 2nd. And he will hold. He's a 1-11. So that's 1st and 2nd, 1 out for the pitcher, Phil Niekro. Niekro and A bunter. We'll let him hit away with 1 out. He's a 3 WR. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. That's going to be 1-11, and whoa, that's a liner to 2nd, caught by Beckert. 2 outs. And Felipe is the batter. 2 outs, 1st and 2nd. Felipe walked and flew to right. Go ahead run is Garrido on 1st. Here's Holtzman now. And the pitch to Felipe. That's going to be 310 left-handed. He lines it to second. Beckert makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, one hit, a walk, both left. They've left 5, 6, 7 already through 4 innings. And in the middle of the fourth, it's still 1-0 Cubs. Billy Williams will lead it off. Williams 0 for 1, grounded to short in the first. It'll be Williams, Santo, and Banks here in the Cubs' bottom half of the fourth. Niekro is ready. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Niekro today. And now the captain, Santo, grounded to short in the second. Okay, here's Niekro now. The windup and the pitch to Santo. That's 3-5 right-handed. Hit well by Santo, but going back against the wall, Rico Carty has it. And that's 2 away. A long fly ball to left field. It was a 3-5 right-hander. Home run 1-7. It was a 14. So it's 2 outs. And here's Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. Boy, did Santo get a hold of that, but not quite enough. Okay, Niekro is ready. Here's the pitch to Banks. That's going to be 5-11 right-handed. Grounds it to first for Cepeda. He's a 210. That's a 14. That'll be an E. He's a 10, E10 for Orlando. E10 5. And he boots it for an error. The first error of the ball game. Orlando charged with the error. That'll put Banks on first. 2 outs. And Hickman, Jim Hickman, comes up. Okay, here's Niekro now from the stretch, and the pitch to Hickman. That's 1-7 right-handed. Struck him out, and the side is retired. That's the 4th strikeout for Niekro. No runs, no hits. The error by Orlando, and Banks was left on after 4. It's still 1-0 Cubs. I got a spooky feeling about this ball game. Holtzman comes out to pitch the top of the 5th. It's coffee time. What's the use? What's the fucking use of anything? Okay, Felix Millan will lead it off here for the Braves in the top of the 5th. It's a 1-0 game, Cubs leading. In the first game of a 3-game series, both teams have lost 4 in a row. Here's Holtzman now. The windup and the pitch to Felix. That's going to be 4-9 right-handed. It's a base hit to right for Felix. A leadoff single here in the 5th. Felix is on. He's being held. He's a 1-11. And here comes Aaron. Holtzman from the stretch. And the pitch to Aaron. That's 6-7, right-handed. Grounds it to second for Becker. That could be 2. That's a 2, 18-2. And he turns the double play. And that'll be 2 outs, nobody on now. Nice turnover by Beckert. Beautiful play. And here's Rico Carty. Carty 0 for 1 and a walk. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Holtzman now. Pitch to Carty. 4-9, right-handed. Base hit to right for Rico with 2 outs. It's the fourth hit allowed by Holtzman today, all singles. Here's Orlando with Rico on first and 2 away. Orlando 0 for 2. Here's Holtzman from the stretch. And the pitch to Orlando. That's 1-4 left-handed. Grounds it to Santo at third. And he throws it to Ernie. And the side is retired. So Holtzman gets out of it again. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the 5th, folks. We got a freaking ball game. No doubt about it. Niekro will come out now. It's going to be Heath, Young, and Holtzman in the Cubs' bottom of the 5th. Bill Heath, 0 for 1. He's a left-handed hitter. Okay, Niekro is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Heath. That's 5-4 left-handed. Catcher X. Didier. 2-2. Didier. That's a 5-2. And he pops out to the catcher, Bob Didier. 1 down. And here's Don Young. Young is 0 for 1. Here's Niekro now. And the pitch, that's 3-6 right-handed. He pops it up to short for Garrido, 2 outs. And the pitcher, Ken Holtzman, comes out. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. Cubs lead at 1-0. We'll take a break after this half of 3 minutes. Here's Niekro now. The pitch to Holtzman. That's 1-8, and he struck him out. The side is out. And that's the 5th strikeout for Niekro. And after 5, it's a 1-0 ball game. We are at Wrigley Field for the first of a 3-game series. Both have lost 4 in a row. Braves clinging on to a half-game lead in the West over the Giants. Cubs in second, 8 behind. We'll be back in just a few minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Oh yeah. Indeed it is. Well, we're back at Wrigley, and we've got a close one here. It's the first of a 3-game series between the clubs. Atlanta at Chicago at Wrigley Field. It's 1-0 Cubs through 5. As I've said before, Braves clinging to a half-game lead in the West. Cubs 8 games behind in second place. Holtzman throwing shutout baseball. He's had runners on base, got out of it though every time. Here's Kenny Holtzman on the mound. He'll face Boyer, Didier, and Garrido here in the top of the 6th. Kenny Holtzman, the southpaw. Boyer is 0 for 2. Here's Holtzman now. The pitch to Boyer. That's going to be 1-9 left-handed. He flies it to left field, and Williams makes the catch, 1 away. Now Bob Didier. Didier singled and walked, left on both times today. Okay, Holtzman now. The pitch to Didier. That's 1-7 left-handed. He walked him. That's another walk thrown by Holtzman now. That'll be the 6th of the game. Now Gil Garrido is the batter. Niekro on deck. Okay, here's Holtzman from the stretch. And the pitch to Garrido. That's going to be 4-8, right-handed. And that is a liner to third. Oh, it goes through. Santo could not get that. And that'll be first and second with 1 out. Just inches away. Santo could not go near it. It was a 4-8 right-handed single 1-7, and it was a 3. So it's first and second. Here's Niekro now. Felipe on deck. It's 1 out. He'll hit away. Niekro walked and lined to second. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. That's 4-10 right-handed. And that is a grounder to short. Kessinger to Becker, to Banks, and it's an inning-ending double play. And the side is retired. That was a 4-10 double right there. So no runs again. Oh, Lord. A walk, a single, and 1 left on. Middle of the 6th. It's still a 1-0 ball game. Well, Niekro is on the mound. He's pitched good baseball, except he's pitching better baseball in a way than Holtzman, except he did let up a home run to Kessinger. That's made the difference here. It's a 1-0 game, and here's Kessinger to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 again, home run. Solo shot in the 3rd. Okay, Niekro now. And the pitch to Kessinger. That's a 1-5 right-handed, and he grounds it to short for Garrido. Throws it to Orlando for the first out. Here's Beckert. He has popped to short twice. Here's the pitch from Niekro. That's going to be 6-8 right-handed. He struck him out, and that's rare. I'll tell you, we've seen that. He's striking out more than usual, always on the pitcher's card. Very rare strikeouts for Beckert. He had 24, can you believe it? In 543 at bats. That's a hitter. 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Billy Williams. Beckert upset. He hates striking out. Okay, Billy Williams 0 for 2, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Niekro. That's going to be 6-6 left-handed, and that is a double down the line. Oh my! Felipe couldn't get it, and it dropped in. A 2-out double by Williams. Let's look at that again. 6-6 left-handed, double 1-2, and it's a 2. Lord. So that'll set up Ron Santo in a clutch situation here. Little insurance is much needed for the Cubs. A 2-out double by Williams. And Santo steps in. He's 0 for 2. Okay, here's Niekro now. The pitch to Santo. That's 6-6 right-handed. And again, that's a double 1, but this is a base hit. And Williams rounding third. He comes home. 2-0 Cubs. Again, 6-6 right-handed, double 1. And it's a base hit. So Cubs just getting through here with a 2-out rally, a double by Williams, and then Santo knocks him home. It's 2-0 Cubs. Here's Ernie Banks. Santo on first, 2 down. Here's Niekro now. And the pitch to Banks. That's 4-4 right-handed. Fly ball to left field. That's a can of corn for Rico Carty. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 run, though, for the Cubs in a game where runs are hard to come by. On 2 hits and 1 left on after 6, it's 2-0 Cubs. This is Ken Holtzman's first endurance inning. We'll top off the coffee, and we'll hope, as the first pot is gone, that it holds for the ball game. Well, that's topped off with some to spare. Topped off with some to spare. One of these days, I'm going to spill this right on the score sheet. Okay, it's going to be the top of the order for Atlanta. Here in the top of the 7th, Felipe, 0 for 2 and a walk. Oh yeah, that Cub infield is just amazing, Kathy. All 2s and Santo a 1. That's just I love that team. Okay, here's Holtzman now. Facing Felipe, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5-9 right-handed. Hit deep by Felipe, and that is a base hit. Oh, Felipe against left-handers is a W. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a W, all right. Woo! So a 5-9 right-handed, N home run. He's a W. 1-6. And so it's a base hit for Felipe. It's a lot better than a home run. So Felipe is on first to lead it off. And here's Felix Millan. Braves need some hits here. Holtzman working from the stretch now. Millan 1 for 2, a sacrifice bunt, flew to center, singled out in a double play. Okay, here's Holtzman now from the stretch. The pitch to Millan. 5-6 right-handed, fly ball left field for Williams, who makes the catch, and Felipe holds. Now Hank Aaron. You got Aaron, Carty, you know, Cepeda. What do? You got to get him out. Okay, Holtzman now from the stretch. The pitch to Aaron. There's 2-6. Oh my Lord, I was afraid of that. It's going deep to left center and it's gone. It's a tie ball game. I was afraid of that. Henry Aaron with a 2-run home run here in the 7th. And it's a tie freaking ball game, Kathy Harden. I had a feeling that might happen. Let's look at that again. I could tell right off the bat. 2-6, left-handed. Home run 1-18, it's an 11. So it's 2-2 now. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Kathy. For Aaron, number 26, he's underperforming in the home run category. He had 47, I believe, 44. But that's number 26 for Henry. And it was a big one. Lord. So it's a 2-2 ball game. Jesus Christ. And here comes Rico Carty now. One more hit or walk, and Kenny has reached fatigue. There is action in the Cubs bullpen. Nobody, Holtzman went all the way. Ted Abernathy is warming. And so is Hank Aguirre. Abernathy the right-hander, Aguirre the right-hander, left-hander. Abernathy the right-hander. And they're warming in the bullpen. Here's Rico Carty now. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 ball game now. Okay, Holtzman is ready. Here's the pitch to Carty. That's a 1-5 left-handed, and that's hit deep by Carty. Oh my! And that's gone. And the Braves take a 3-2 lead. Lord help us. Rico Carty with a back-to-back home run after Aaron. And that's going to be it for Kenny Holtzman. For Carty, number 16. He had 16 in real world, so he is slightly overperforming here. Orlando will be due up. That's it for Holtzman. DeRocher comes out. And he's going to bring in Ted Abernathy to pitch to Cepeda with 1 out, nobody on. Holtzman pitched 6 1/3. 1, 2. Allowed 8 hits. He walked 3, 4, 5, 6. He did not strike out a batter. And we can, with no one on, we can close him out. He allowed 3 runs, all in this inning, and turns into the loser of record, Ted Abernathy, coming in. And Abernathy is ready with 1 out, nobody on. What a tough break here. 2 home runs back to back, one by Aaron, a 2-run blast with Felipe on first. And then the solo shot following right after Aaron by Rico Carty. Okay, here's Cepeda at the plate. Abernathy is ready. The pitch to Orlando. That's 3-7 right-handed. Walked him. So Orlando on first, 1 out. He's a B, 1-11. Here's Cletus Boyer. Boyer 0 for 3 today. Okay, Abernathy, and the pitch to Boyer. That's 6-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second. Becker to 230. That's 17-2. And he turns the double play. Second time he's done that today. The side is retired, but there were 3 runs for the Braves on 3 hits, a single, and then 2 home runs. Aaron and Carty, middle of the 7th inning stretch now. It's 3-2 Braves. What a difference a half inning makes. And Niekro comes out the winner of record at this point. Leading it off for the Cubs is Jim Hickman. He's 1 for 2 today. Okay, Niekro ready. Here's the pitch to Hickman. That's going to be 3-5 right-handed, and Hickman lines it to second, caught by Mian. Just made it, 1 out. Whew. And here's Bill Heath. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch to Heath. That's 2-6 right-handed. He grounds it to first, scooped by Cepeda. And Orlando takes it to the bag. It's 2 away. And the batter is Don Young. There's action in the Hank Aguirre available in the Cubs bullpen. If and when Abernathy comes to the plate. Here's Young. That's 2-10 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Garrido over to Orlando. And that's a 1-2-3 for Niekro. And after 7, it's 3-2 Braves. Well, it's still time left. Still chances left, I should say. There's no time in baseball. At least in 1969 there wasn't. Abernathy comes out. He pitched 2/3 through he walked the batter, then threw a double play ball to Boyer. It's going to be Didier leading it off. Didier, Garrido, and then we'll see if they're going to have... Yeah, Niekro will hit with a lead. Here's Didier's switch hitter. Batting left. Singled, walked twice. Here's the pitch from Abernathy. That's 1-8 right-handed. Grounds it back to Abernathy. Throws to Banks. 1 out. Now Garrido. Okay, Abernathy and the pitch. That's 1-8 right-handed. Grounds it back to Abernathy. Again he has it. And he throws to Banks. 2 away. And Niekro comes to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's Abernathy now. The pitch to Niekro. That's 6-9, right-hander. Fly ball center, Young is under it, a 1-2-3 for Abernathy. So he looked very good, but there's going to be a hitter for him here in the bottom of the 8th. As Niekro tries to hold on to this 1-run lead. Abernathy pitched 1 2/3 of good baseball. It will be Aguirre coming in. The left-hander. Let's see who's going to hit here. To lead it off. It's going to be Paul Popovich. Popovich coming out. It's a switch hitter. This is the bottom of the 8th. Niekro's endurance first inning is the 9th. Here's Popovich now. Switch hitter batting left against Niekro. Kathy Harden for the Cubs. Okay, Niekro is ready. And here's the pitch to Popovich, batting left-handed. That's going to be 3-7, and he flies it to center field. Under it is Felipe, and there's one away. Top of the order, Don Kessinger now. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Cubs down by 1 here. Niekro's been very tough today. Okay, Niekro gets the sign from Didier. He winds and deals. 1-9 right-handed, grounds it to first, and Orlando takes it to the bag, 2 away. And now Glenn Beckert. Beckert 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch from Niekro. That's 2-7 right-handed, and there is a base hit, a 2-out single. Oh, and Williams will come up. Williams started off a little something, a rally of sorts. With 2 outs in the 6th, he doubled. Santo knocked him home. Here's Williams now with Beckert on first and 2 down. Okay, Niekro from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's going to be 1-6 right-handed, and there's a base hit for Williams. Beckert goes to third. First and third, 2 outs, and it's up to the captain. And that's exactly what happened in the 6th, when Santo singled home Williams. So it's first and third, 2 down. Captain Santo at the plate. Niekro trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Santo. That's 1-6. Oh, and he grounds it to short for Garrido. Throws to Orlando, and the side is retired. That's tough break. But no runs for the Cubs. On 2 hits with 2 outs, both left on. We're going to the top of the 9th. It's a 3-2 ball game. And there's a new pitcher for the Cubs. His name is Hank Aguirre. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Banks, Hickman, and Heath. I'll probably pinch hit for Heath. So I'll have to, because he's a left-hander. Heath can't hit lefties to save his mother's life. Okay, Aguirre is ready. It's going to be the top of the order. Here's Felipe now. Braves lead 3-2. First of a 3-game. Both clubs have lost 4 in a row. Okay, here's Aguirre now. The pitch to Felipe. That's going to be 4-9 right-handed. He grounds it to short. Kessinger, 221. 8. That is a split. He's a 21, E21. E21 6. And he boots it. An error by Kessinger. First for the Cubs today. Felipe on first, nobody out. And here's Felix Millan. Aguirre from the stretch. The pitch to Millan. That's 1-4 left-handed. Grounds it to third, and Santo forces Felipe. It's 1 out, and Millan is on first. Be 1-10, 1-11. Being held. Here's Harron again. Hit the 2-run home run to tie the ball game. Okay, Aguirre, the pitch to Aaron. That's 6-9 right-handed, and that is a, whoa, it's a ground ball to first, stopped. Ground ball B, stopped by Banks, forcing me on. At second, it's 2 outs, and Aaron is on first. And here comes Carty. Okay, Aguirre, here's the pitch to Rico. That's 5-5 right-handed. He struck him out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. And 1 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are down by 1. Niekro going for the complete game win. This is his first endurance inning. He'll face Banks, Hickman, and then a pinch hitter for Heath. Actually, Heath could hit him, but I'll pinch hit for him because I got confused. Of course, Niekro a right-hander, but we'll hit for him. Here's Ernie Banks to lead it off. Ernie 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Niekro. That's 2-7, and he flies it to center field, and Felipe is under it, 1 away. Niekro 2 outs away from the win. Kathy Harden for the Cubbies. The pitch to Hickman. 5-7 right-handed. And there is a base hit for Hickman. So Hickman's on. That helps. Oscar Gamble is coming in to run for Jim Hickman. Gamble coming in to run. We'll rearrange the outfield if the Cubs tie and don't win. There's going to be a hitter for Bill Heath. It's going to be Willie Smith. And again, if they tie and don't win, it'll be Ken Rudolph catching. Cubs doing everything they can here. Smith steps into the batter's box. He's a left-handed hitter. It'll be Young on deck. Tying run on first, Gamble running for Hickman, 1 out. Here's Niekro from the stretch. And the pitch to Smith. That's 5-7 left-handed, and that is a drive hit out. It's a base hit. Gamble goes to third. Smith on first, Gamble on third. And Don Young, the batter. Woohoo! Lord. Now Nate Oliver is coming in to run for Willie Smith. How do you like that? They're looking to win this, not just tie it. So Oliver on first, Gamble on third. And Don Young is the batter. The infield is back for the double play. Here's Niekro now. It doesn't get much better than this. Here's the pitch to Young. That's 4-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, God. That's the 7th for Niekro. And there'll be a hitter for Hank Aguirre with 2 outs, first and third. 6, 7, 8. Niebauer warming. He pitched in Real World. And that's who we'll have. And coming in to hit is Jimmy Quails. He's a switch hitter. It's all up to Jimmy Quails. Some of you may remember he broke up Seaver's perfect game in Real World. So it's Jimmy Quails facing Niekro. Niekro, 1-hitter walk away from fatigue and also a hit away from a tie ball game. It's 2 outs. Oliver on first, Gamble on third. Quails the batter, switch hitter batting left. And here's Niekro now. The pitch to Quails. That's 110, and that is a heartbreaker. A liner to second caught by Mian, and the game is over. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Kathy, and with all my problems, I didn't need this. With my personal problems, it's a 110 liner to second, single 1 to 6, but it was a 20, and the ball game is over. Final score: Atlanta Braves 3, Chicago Cubs 2. Braves break their 4-game losing streak. The Cubs have lost 5 in a row, and they're 8.5 behind Pittsburgh. Braves increased their lead to a game. Niekro gets the win. He went all the way. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. He did not walk a batter. He struck out 7 and he allowed 3 runs. The loss goes to Holtzman, the final line. Braves 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Cubs 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. And it was a bummer in the summer, indeed it was. It was a good ball game, though. If we put our biases aside, it was a hell of a good ball game. So we hope you enjoyed this one, folks. Looking at the schedule, I guess I'd be up for this in the afternoon. I think I'll stay with 69 now. It's going to be the Yankees at the Royals, a real snoozer. And looks like this one closes up their series. Actually, no, it's the 3rd of... God damn. That's 1, 2, 3. It's the 2nd of a 3rd game series. And it will be Al Downing getting the spot start and Dick Drago for Kansas City. So Niekro wins his 17th. Stay strong, Kathy. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot for hanging out with the game. Take care.